就让陈塘关。
After Ne Zha's and Ao Bing's bodies were destroyed by a heavenly lightning strike while saving their village. This caused them both to survive only in spirit, and those spirits would vanish within 7 days. Without a body, not wanting his beloved disciples to perish, Taiyi tried to create new bodies for them, using the power of the 7-colored lotus with the help of the villagers who now saw Ne Zha as their savior. Taiyi successfully created the mold for their new bodies, but Ne Zha was not satisfied. He didn't like the new body made by Taiyi. He wanted his new body to be exactly as he wished. And the result, you can see for yourselves Ne Zha's masterpiece. At that moment, a soldier suddenly reported that Shen Gong was at the village border, preparing to attack. At first, Li Jing, the leader of Chentang village, and also Ne Zha's father, did not see Shen Gong's arrival as a major threat because he was alone. But it turned out that Shen Gong was not alone. He arrived with an army of underwater demon warriors. Realizing his village was in danger, Li Jing mobilized his troops to resist Shen Gong's attack. And his warriors, amidst the chaos, Shen Gong noticed a magical shield. He immediately headed to that place, knowing Ne Zha must be there, intending to take the crystal from his body. Unfortunately, his power couldn't break through Taiyi's defense, but thinking quickly, Shen Gong summoned 3 dragon kings to destroy it. That shield, just as Taiyi had resigned himself to receiving the devastating attack, Ao Bing suddenly unleashed his power, creating an ice wall to protect them all. At that moment, Ao Guang, the Eastern Sea Dragon King, and also the leader of the dragons, immediately descended to Earth to approach his son in front of his father. Ao Bing apologized for failing to carry out the task that had been given to him, but his father did not mind that. What mattered most was the safety of his beloved son. Unfortunately, because he had pushed himself too hard, Ao Bing's new body was destroyed. Realizing that he didn't have much time left, he asked his father to stop the attack on Chentang village, and to let him die as a form of atonement for trying to destroy the balance of the world. However, seeing his friend on the brink of death, Ne Zha urged Taiyi to find a way to save him. According to Taiyi, the only way for Ao Bing to survive was to merge his soul into Ne Zha's body. In the end, they both shared a body. Since this was only temporary, Taiyi suggested asking the heavenly deity for sacred water to restore the 7-colored lotus so they could create a new body for Ao Bing. But this was opposed by Shen Gong because it could endanger him and the dragon tribe. He had another plan, which was to have Ne Zha participate in the God Ascension trial. One of the rewards was the sacred water, but during the trial, Ao Bing had to take over Ne Zha's consciousness so that the demonic energy in his body would not be detected. Although it was highly risky for Ne Zha, Li Jing agreed to Shen Gong's plan on the condition that the dragon tribe stop attacking Chentang village. After both sides agreed, Ne Zha and Taiyi rushed to Mount Kowloon to undergo the God Ascension trial. On the way, Taiyi trained Ao Bing to take control of Ne Zha's body. But because they shared consciousness, it made things difficult for Ao Bing. Knowing they were racing against time, Taiyi used a shortcut, sleeping medicine, so that Ao Bing could fully control Ne Zha's body. After some time, they arrived at Mount Kowloon, where the God Ascension trial would take place. They were greeted directly by the Grand Sorcerer, but at the same time, Ne Zha's sleeping medicine wore off, and he regained control over Ao Bing. The Grand Sorcerer briefly became suspicious of the change in Ne Zha's aura. Fortunately, Taiyi managed to dispel the suspicion with his lies. Meanwhile, Li Jing asked Shen Gong to open the way for their healers to find medicine, because many of his troops were injured, but that request was immediately rejected outright by Shen Gong, and not long after. Shen Gong's soldiers successfully captured a young man whom they considered a spy, but it turned out that the young man was Shen Gong's younger brother, who had been searching for him for a long time. Since he had successfully mastered a human form, he demanded Shen Gong fulfill his past promise to train him. Since Shen Gong was on duty, he told his younger brother to return to his village and wait for a while. Although disappointed, his younger brother still obeyed his request. But before leaving, he asked what Shen Gong and the demons were doing there. Shen Gong was confused about what to answer because if he was honest, he would be considered evil. And suddenly, Li Jing said that Shen Gong was helping Chentang Guan village, which was being attacked by monsters. Li Jing's reason was not to save Shen Gong, but to ensure his younger brother did not choose the wrong path. Immediately after hearing that, Shen Gong was moved and granted Li Jing's request to search for medicine. Meanwhile, Nezha was now ready for the first stage of the trial. With great enthusiasm, he challenged the otter monster, but he arrived at lunchtime and annoyed that he was ignored. Nezha pranked one of them. The scream caught the attention of the otter boss, but when Ao Bing took over the body and showed off his power, the boss became frightened. He instead ordered his subordinates to face Ao Bing, but unfortunately, Ao Bing's consciousness was brief because the effect of the medicine had worn off. When he was about to take the medicine again, he was suddenly attacked, and the medicine fell into the otter's food. Not wanting to fail this trial, Nezha still tried to eat the medicine that had mixed into the food. Despite being continuously attacked, Ao Bing finally managed to defeat them both. After passing the first test, Nezha and Tai were taken by the Great Sorcerer to an altar to introduce them to another Great Sorcerer while discussing the Great War against the monsters. Even though the plan was ready, one of them warned to remain cautious of the dragon tribe. That might betray them in the middle of the battle, but the Great Sorcerer considered it not a major issue because their power was far greater. Then, since the discussion about the war was over, and there was still time left, the Great Sorcerer gave Ne Zha a chance to talk with his two brothers, but since he didn't know what to do, he asked Ao Bing to take his place. After regaining consciousness, Nezha realized that Ao Bing was crying. Ao Bing was very jealous of Nezha, who had siblings that were so caring towards him. Upon hearing that, Nezha felt sad and regretful, always blaming fate for being born as a manifestation of a demon, and always thinking that no one in the world loved him, even though all this time he was surrounded by people who sincerely loved him. After realizing his mistake, Nezha was motivated to determine his own fate and was determined to protect those closest to him. The days passed. Nezha continued his second training. Unlike before, this time he was warmly welcomed by his opponent, who was amazed by his enthusiasm. But their good relationship lasted only briefly because his opponent called Nezha's appearance demonic. Upset that his friend was insulted, Ao Bing immediately took over consciousness and attacked. What? Is this a crazy enemy? Seeing Ao Bing unleash his full power, his opponent refused to lose. Even though he managed to corner Ao Bing, he held back his final attack because the Great Sorcerer's followers had gathered. Even though he had surrendered and stopped the fight, he was blamed by the Great Sorcerer's followers for trying to kill Ao Bing. Therefore, he and his disciples were captured. Suddenly, from within the forest, Shen Gong's younger sibling appeared and attacked them all. It turned out that Ao Bing's opponent was his father. Seeing his father injured, Shen Gong's younger sibling immediately attacked Ao Bing. The Grand Sorcerer's guard, seeing him as a threat, tried to eliminate him, but his father protected him. To save his child, he stalled for time to allow his son to escape towards Shen Gong. Knowing that his younger sibling was seriously injured because of Nezha's actions, Shen Gong was furious. On the other side, Taiyi's guard informed Nezha that Chentang Guan village had been destroyed. Without hesitation, Nezha and Taiyi headed there. From the remnants of the ruins, the Grand Sorcerer realized that this was the work of the dragon tribe. Realizing that his parents had become victims, Nezha intended to take revenge, even though Ao Bing tried to calm him down. That did not quell Nezha's anger. Since he had no permission to enter the dragon tribe's territory, the gatekeepers did not let Nezha pass. That only enraged Nezha even more, resulting in the two of them fighting. Knowing that Ne Zha's abilities were above average, the Grand Sorcerer rewarded him with holy water as requested. Not only that, he also asked Ne Zha to join the battle against the rebellious dragon tribe. Ne Zha agreed to the offer, but before that, he would give the holy water to Taiyi to create a new body. For Ao Bing, meanwhile, the Grand Sorcerer and his followers began punishing the dragon tribe that had destroyed Chentang village by sealing them in a vessel. Ao Guang was confused because he had never given such an order. It turned out that this was the doing of the 3 dragon kings who followed Shen Gong's orders. Not wanting his tribe to be wiped out, Ao Guang led them all to fight back. Even after using all his abilities, Ao Guang was completely unable to defeat the Grand Sorcerer's guards. Running out of ideas, he took advantage of an opening to eliminate the Grand, but his attack was thwarted by Ne Zha. Filled with vengeance, Ne Zha launched attack after attack on Ao Guang, until finally, Ne Zha managed to push Ao Guang back into the sealed container. The Grand Sorcerer was increasingly amazed by Ne Zha's abilities, who was able to defeat the Dragon King, and he appointed Ne Zha as his right-hand man to eradicate the demons on Earth. Despite receiving praise for his victory, Ne Zha felt no joy at all because that victory was not worth the price he had to pay, which was the lives of his parents. In the midst of his sorrow, his parents arrived, revealing the truth about their village. It was not Shen Gong or Ao Guang who destroyed Chentang village. Instead, it was the Grand Sorcerer and the 3 Dragon Kings who sought freedom from the punishment that bound them for thousands of years. So the 3 Dragon Kings of the South, North, and West submitted to the Grand Sorcerer, wanting to become the strongest sorcerer by taking the crystals from Ne Zha and Ao Bing's bodies. Shen Gong, feeling betrayed and unable to defeat them all, ordered Li Jing and his wife to escape. Meanwhile, he would buy time. Upon learning the whole truth, he apologized to Ao Bing and joined in saving the dragon tribe, but unfortunately their combined strength was no match for the Grand Sorcerer's guards, especially when the guards summoned the 3 dragon kings. But despite being overpowered, Ne Zha did not give up. Using his mischievous mind, he cast a transformation spell, making the Dragon Kings fight each other. After defeating them, Ne Zha and Ao Bing tried to defeat the Grand Sorcerer, but their attacks were easily deflected, and now the situation had reversed. The Grand Sorcerer sealed Ne Zha and Ao Bing using golden needles. And not only that, he trapped Ne Zha, his parents, and Ao Bing inside a container to speed up the extraction of their crystals. Inside, Ao Bing explained to his father that all of this was the work of the Grand Sorcerer, Ao Guang, who had resigned himself to death, now ordered his troops to hold out as long as possible to protect Ne Zha and Ao Bing because he believed they were the only ones capable of defeating the Grand Sorcerer. Knowing this, the Grand Sorcerer made an offer to Ne Zha. If he wanted his parents to be safe, he had to sacrifice himself. Just as Ne Zha was about to accept the offer, his mother firmly challenged him because no parent would ever want to see their child die first. Those words pushed Ne Zha into the depths of sorrow. To comfort him, his mother endured the pain of the golden needles piercing, just so she could embrace Ne Zha one last time. His mother's sacrifice awakened Ne Zha's power in its entirety. And breaking free from the golden needle's seal, he invited Ao Bing to break the container's seal and defeat the Grand Sorcerer. With the help of the dragon tribe, they all managed to escape from the container and immediately launched a counterattack. Although the Grand Sorcerer managed to corner them both, he could not withstand the 2 combined powers. Realizing he could not win, the Grand Sorcerer chose to flee along with his followers. After the battle was over, Ao Bing invited Ne Zha to join the dragon tribe, considering his identity had been exposed. But Ne Zha refused, unwilling to hide or run away anymore. This time, he would stand tall and face his destiny. Ao Bing respected Ne Zha's decision and left with his father. Seeing the look in Ao Bing's eyes, his father realized that Ao Bing also wanted to face his destiny alone. Without anyone interfering, he was now free. Ao Bing chose his own path according to his heart. In the end, Ao Bing and Ne Zha united, ready to face their respective destiny.